There needs to be a school curriculum for black people to go on a plantation and pick cotton and pick tobacco and pick herbs and spices. There needs to be a curriculum, a mandatory curriculum that you have to take, because black people do not understand how slavery was absolutely the worst human atrocity on the face of this earth, worse than the Holocaust. The Holocaust lasted like 5 years, not even that. The slavery lasted for 250 plus years. So, like, this is the dream, but our ancestors always wanted us to be free. And we are literally living in the 21st century. I'm Gen Z, so I was born in the 21st century. So we are literally like, we would be picking cotton to this day if our ancestors didn't fight. So we all we doing is praising Christ, praising, we're stuck in religion, but we're not even giving veneration to our ancestors. This is not what they would want. This is not the dream that they envision. Literally, they need to force, and I'm really talking about middle school. Like, I don't know about elementary because that may be a little bit too extreme. But middle school, high school, they need to go on that plantation, pick cotton. They need to get a basket and pick that cotton and put it in the basket, and then pick at least 15 pounds, because they did like over 200 pounds a day. So you need to pick 15 pounds of cotton, and literally with all in that heat and all in the sun and just sweat, and you can't get no drink. You know what I'm saying? You need to really feel like a slave. Even me, I want to actually like feel like what they went through, because like I just want to like, so I be getting chills because I know this. It's like, ain't no way they picked 200 pounds of cotton. You know how light cotton is? You know how light that is? To pick 200 pounds of cotton? This laptop ain't even like 10 pounds. So think of it, picking up 200 pounds. I can't even imagine that. In the hot sun too. And you can't just stop and say, hey, master, I want a drink, master. Let me get a drink, master. He gonna say, boy, you keep picking that cotton. I know you can do 30. I know you can do 50. He gonna keep doing it. So literally, that's why I go so hard for my ancestors. And that's why I say that when they take the history out, critical race theory and everything, we really need to understand that you need to be teaching them at home, or they need to educate themselves, because they're never going to teach you about Nat Turner, Marcus Garvey, Huey P. Newton, Black Panther Party. They're never going to teach you about all the warriors that we've had that ended slavery and that tried to fight against oppression. Like, that is important to know. And then with the brutalness, they used to make us wear face masks where we couldn't even breathe. Like, where slaves couldn't eat. Like, yeah, the mask. If a slave would try to eat, they put a mask over your face so you couldn't move your mouth and you couldn't hum and you can't talk. Well, you probably could hum, but you couldn't be like this. That's literally what they had to go through. Let alone hanging, let alone whipping. And remember, the Klan was formed literally the same year that slavery ended, 1865. On Christmas Eve at that. And y'all celebrate Christmas. This is wicked, bruh. We live in this evil ass world, but it's an evil white ass world. That's why white supremacy must die. It must die. The ancestors are very upset that they live torturous lives, and they've been through so much trauma that would literally make us cry. If the ancestors could tell us their stories, we'd be in tears, or we'd be in tears, or we'd be ready to kill. We'd be literally ready to tear this world up. Cause like, if somebody touch your baby, if a mother find out that somebody touched her baby, you know she coming to spaz. And the same thing with a dad. Black fathers, we actually do care about our children. And you know, we coming to kill for our babies. So it's the same thing with the ancestors. If they were here right now in physical form, they would be like, yeah, you know, I was on that plantation and I had to pick pounds of it. They would tell us these stories, and it would definitely make us upset. That's why also communicating, have an ancestor altar, or just libations, veneration to your ancestors, because they are in the spiritual realm and they do hear you. They do communicate with you through numbers and through synchronicities. You just have to be listening, and they will speak through you or they will speak to you or both. But they don't just die. That ain't how it works. The ancestors are in the cosmic realm. And at this point in time, they are very, very angry and are very upset. And right now, and we are in Scorpio right now. It's actually the time for revenge. Revenge. It is definitely the time for revenge, because these white supremacists they're gonna learn the hard way, because they think that they can do anything that they want, but our ancestors, like, even, there's so much I could say, but that's all I'm gonna say. Our ancestors are powerful.